We gonna be normal, feel whole, doing this. Superman.
That's right.
Okay? Whole. I know y'all there. Go ahead.
Okay. This is 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
See, that should put fear in you. What should put fear in you? Because this thing's going to be melted, dog. It's going to be put... Hey, the elements shall melt with fire. You an element, man. Do you want to be part of the pavement, man? You think about it. You're going to be a hater. You're an element, man. That's why you want to be saved, man.
Zechariah 14.
Man. Say it again, now.
Zechariah 14.
Con, bring that out. 12. With a 12?
Yep.
Okay, bring it out. So, you want to be saved from this heat. You don't want the Sarah Connor effect, bro. You know, you don't even want the whirlpool effect on your hand, or the GE putting your hand on the stove effect. You don't want that, man. That's bad. You don't want the lighter. Man, that shit already is enough to make me want to go. Call on your how about Shimmy outside to be saved, man.
Can't even pull something hot out of the oven without oven mitts on.
Without the mitts, without the oven mitts. You get that hit because everything hits your spine, the nervous system hits your spine, and you feel that shit go down your shit immediately, bro. And you start pop locking and shit, get it out. You know what I'm saying? It's over, shit, homie.
I got the Zechariah.
Okay, so I bounced through the whole. Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, looking forward and hasting until the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
They shall melt with fervent. Okay? The elements, man. What is an element? It's made by what? I would just go by what we know. Protons, neutrons, electrons, right? And that's the what? An atom, man. Right? So everything that is made basically of an atom, man. Even though atoms in front of our face. But everything else is made from atoms also, man. So that's part of the elements, man. I don't know what your how about Shimmy outside has further than an atom. I don't know. I'm not even questioning that, man.
We have all of those things inside of us.
Exactly.
Earth, water, you know.
Hey, wind, fire.
Fire, electricity.
Okay. I'm on 14 real quick. Go ahead. I'll slack you. Okay.
This is the book of
Zechariah. Go ahead.
I'll slack you.
Don't bring it
This
out,
is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherein the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Their counter effect.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
And they say, bro, did y'all understand what that just said? While they stand on their feet, their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And basically, you're going to be disintegrated, man. That flesh going to come off you, man. You're going to be part of the pavement, and your ashes is going to be part of America. You know, and that's the Most High destroying that body that you were in, man. But you're going to feel that pain. I'm telling you, you don't want to feel that pain. Lord, I don't want to feel that pain, man. Right. You don't want to feel that. Think about that, man. I ain't telling you about going home and touch a hot stove. But think about it when you touch that hot stove, man. You know? Right. Remember when you had a hot ass heater, you just had the hot heat hitting you. And that shit just burnt you, and you was like, God damn, because you went too close because you trying to keep your hand warm.
There was a bitch came in my store, you know, and she said that she fell asleep drunk next to a radiator, you know, and her shit was all pussed up. Yeah, that drunk bitch didn't feel that shit, though.
Didn't feel that shit.
You know?
She had grill marks on her arm and shit, you know? Turn that meat over. Get the other side. Get the other side of that shit. Drop it. Drop down the line. Drop it up.
Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 20.
Yes.
I'll start at verse 19. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. And
when you see the Lord issue his atmosphere, the Lord. Somebody got 14.
Yeah, we just seen her with
Somebody
another
got
dude.
Revelation 14. Right there. Yeah. So Revelation 14, 14, I believe.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the clouds one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
Coming to reap, bro. Yeah,
That's
what you doing with a sickle, bro? Go ahead, you gotta go ahead.
And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap.
So it's time for the harvest, to come and reap, man. So who is coming to reap? He's coming first is men, man. And really, he's coming to destroy this place, man.
Okay.
Destroy! Yeah, right? Go
Because
ahead.
the ICBM missile
That's
is
what
a
it
sickle,
is.
yep.
After he collects his men.
That's
Yep.
right.
Go ahead.
For the harvest of the earth is ripe, and he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
Yep.
And another angel came out of the temple, which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud voice, it's like it cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripened, or ripe. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High.
Somebody give me Isaiah 63. What's the wine press? Give me Isaiah 63 because the great wine press. Give me 63 real quick. Somebody drop the phone, please. Because this is a lot. This is the Lord coming to reap, coming to take his men, coming to destroy the earth, coming to destroy the wickedness that Esau, the power structure of Esau, all in one because what it was promised, man. All right, and he said through the great wine press. Go ahead, give me 63
And verse 1.
This is Isaiah chapter 63 verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Yeah, and I tried to tread the wine press. Go ahead, keep going.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right, and there was none with it. He alone. Yahweh said, listen, man, this thing ain't. Listen, man, one angel could destroy this planet Earth. So he involved us. But just think about we involved us in this thing, man.
That's First Chronicles 21, I believe.
Somebody get that.
Yeah, with the when the Lord judged Israel, and that one angel killed thousands of Israelites.
Oh, swinging that. And Yahweh had to stop him. Yeah,
that wine press.
That's 23, ain't it? Is that the 23?
21, I believe.
I think it's 21. Go ahead, bro.
It says,
from my visual, I see cars. They want to hear, but all they hearing is that death. All they hear is what they hearing is they hear of that one like the Charlie Brown. one. And men of the Lord that's on YouTube and brothers that standing out here understand. That's why the Lord. That's why you blessed that you get. Hey, what it say? 13:9 real quick. Revelation 13:9 real quick, please. Please, hold that. Give me Revelation 13:9.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Okay. So how if any man got an ear, what? Let him hear. So he's letting. So who has the ear?
Isaiah 69.
Come on, give me that. Give me Isaiah 69. So who has an ear, man? Did you go to 10? Or did you hold?
Because everybody have ears.
Yeah, everybody
have eyes.
Good break. You got your.
But you have to have the spiritual ears and the spiritual eyes.
Yep.
I got
Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord say,
6 and 9.
Oh, okay. 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
But that's only who got the ear, because that's the ones who gonna repent from the trauma and the drama that's gonna come, man. So that's why it said he revealed the secrets, man, to the service, man. Okay, to service the prophet. So to hold on, you gotta hold fast to what you have, man. Because soon enough, what's gonna happen? If you lose it, you're gonna lose everything, man. I mean, you're gonna lose. Don't lose this for the world, right? Somebody give me John 15 and go through that, okay? I want this brother to bring something out because he been holding. I'll hold y'all's. We gonna finish yours, and I'm gonna clear everybody, okay? Anybody with some gloves right now? Anybody need some gloves right now? Go ahead.
This is Joel 3 and 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
Well, there you go. That goes with 14. Revelation 14. Go ahead.
Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
And the wickedness, go ahead, keep going.
Multitudes.
Go ahead.
Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Yeah, where's the valley of decision now? What is it called? Yeah, you go, brother. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near. In the valley of decision.
And so you hear the Lord say, they've been saying for thousands, like a couple thousand years, that hey, from the beginning, that the time is near. You know, when we know it's nearer than you believe.
Right.
Right. So we know it's nearer than what you believe, man. So what we got to do in all holy conversation, man, because this shit's gonna be flat. Right. We gotta stick with the laws, statutes, commandments. Okay. We gotta still with the best of our ability in this time. But bring it out, bro.
Can somebody grab a quick precept? Because you said the land's gonna be laid flat. Isaiah 13 and 5.
Bro, it's everywhere around here. I know I want to get you. I really want to go ahead. Oh, you get a 13? You're 45.
Yeah, 13 to 5, yep.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land.
The whole land.
Hey, somebody give me Joel after that thing, man.
The whole land.
What, I think 3. Huh? Yes, you right now. Brother got it already. Go ahead, bro. I feel like, I thought you, I'm looking at Amos. That's why I'm going. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It says, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. So shall ye know that I am Yahweh, your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall be no strangers pass.
We should be happy. We give me that last
That's a great scripture.
We gotta get
because that lets you know that ain't none of these heathens gonna be saved.
Break it down.
Yep.
Break it down.
Ain't none of these heathens are gonna be saved, because it says there shall no stranger pass there through.
God, you got the brother. So you got more. It says,
and this is talking about after the destruction, after World War III, which is gonna be that last great war. After that, ain't gonna be no wars.
That's right.
Just gonna be ass whoopings being handed out to the heathen.
They pruning hook the plowshare or whatever, you know what I mean? They're pruning hook. They're gonna return that. It's basically gonna be having tools just Just to cultivate. Cause bitch, you better have my
I need.
Hey, I'm on this kale kick. I'm on this cilantro kick. You know what I mean? I want,
Oh, that's why you
want
feeling
a
so
beautiful-
good.
You better not touch my veggies. You know? Don't mingle my seeds. Go ahead, bro.
Right.
You know?
And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
Yeah, Edom is gonna be the whole of Edom is gonna be basically because hey, that land is gonna be our land.
It's gonna be our land, so that shows you that land ain't gonna be destroyed.
It's gonna be their ass destroyed.
That's
destroyed over here, man. It's flat.
Right.
You know.
Amos 9:12
Yeah.
tells you that we're gonna inherit that land.
Yep.
This is the new land of Edom.
Yep.
Like the apostle brought out last weekend. This America is just modern day the land of Edom.
That's all it is. That's this Bible. Scripture tell you about.
That's right.
Yep.
Idumea.
Idumea. You sure you straight? Go ahead.
Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood.
Because they shed innocent blood. What did we do to them? Why did they just come for us? Why the rest of the nations didn't get picked up? Why did they go down there to Ishmael to get him? Why did they go down to Ammon and Moab to go get them? Why did they go down to them other nations to get those to pack all the stands? Why did they go to Iran? Why did they get none of them? Because they was in cahoots. Because what? They wanted to what? Make Israel they wanted not confederate against us. And plus they wanted to discontinue our heritage.
9 to 10.
No. They wanted to make that because it was the fact that they knew that the Lord was with us, man. They knew from the beginning. So that's why there's a whole thing about I got you 2 seconds, give me 2 seconds. They knew I got you, bro. They knew that everything is going. They tried to get us put off the face of the earth. That's why you got what Georgia Guidestone. You know, that's why they want to annihilate us, man. That's why they want to do. Why they want to annihilate the children of Israel? Why they want to shoot us when we throw our hands up? Why is it easy to do that? Because what? The Most High put a curse on us, and on top of that, they don't want us to inherit the world, man. You know? That's why they bring nukes, man. Because if I gotta die, you coming with me. That's the type of spirit they in, you know.
Right.
You know, you got shit. You know, if I gotta die, you gonna die too. Shit. Well, we got a power that can stop that. You know, and that's the power. That's the fallacies and the fairy tales that they live in. You know, thinking they can stop the land from destroying this place, man. They're gonna stop the men of the Lord to receive the power, man. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, somebody had it. Who was talking to me? No, like these brothers been home. Let me go straight down the road. All right?
Excellent.
Finish it. Then we're going to hop back to you, okay? No, let's get the Nuwak. Yeah. Let's get it. Okay, go ahead. Let me hear you. Go ahead, and then we're going to go there. Go ahead, bro. Bring that out.
I'm going to go with, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it.
It's going to be heavy. It's going to be moved. How would the earth, the whole planet Earth be moved? It's going to be moved what? By what? ICBM missiles, 200 million missiles with tons of. I don't even know how to even elaborate how the wide or the heavy hits. That's a lot of missiles. 200 million. Just think of 200 million with not even. This ain't even TNT power. This is not even atomic power. This is nuclear power, man. And we don't even know. I can't put the numbers to how the wattage or the megatons. You know what I mean? That's gonna hit. But it's so much that it can move a planet. What's this brother talking about? Go ahead, bro. Hold on, watch.
this is Revelation 9
16.
and 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Yeah.
And I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision.
So the division, the horses were what?
Chariots. Missiles.
Yeah, this one. Go ahead. Yup. Go ahead.
And them that sat upon them having the breastplate of fire, and the jackets and the brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the head of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire, and the smoke and the brimstone.
Bring it out, bro.
Because a nuclear missile, the power is the power in a nuclear
Somebody got
missile.
that, Joe? Look at you.
It's in the warhead.
He got it.
So a warhead can have up to 10. I'll say exactly how the dude said in the video. He said a warhead can have up to 10 missiles in that one, and that one being stronger than the next. So each warhead is more powerful than the next one in it.
Time.
So hey.
It levels up.
Hey, it's gonna be bad here.
I've seen articles that said some can have up to 15
Oh, is it? Yeah.
15
warheads.
Warheads.
Yeah.
And that warhead is just packed full of power,
Uranium.
man. Like
They said some of them gonna hit the ground and dry down,
Yeah.
deep down,
those
and
are
then
the
explode.
those are the land nuclear missiles to that effect because it just destroys a bunker.
bunker busters, right?
underground.
Kind of bunker busters.
Huh? Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, hey, it destroys all them bunkers. So even if you're anywhere in the shores of America, you're not gonna live.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, word?
so they dig in the hell.
I think.
Yeah.
I like it, but that. Hey, look, man, we this really in the spirit. Who's talking like this, man? These other camps ain't talking. And this ain't no comparison, but it's still a comparison. Who's the guys that try to talk about our apostles and the elders through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai ain't bringing this out like that? Now you hear, I think IUIC said something about some missiles. I don't know if that was. Or some of these other camps might say
Because they were secret disciples.
secrets is kind. That's it. They look at then they go in front of them. They break it down in front of their congregation. They look mesmerized.
But don't watch GMS
Don't
though.
watch GMS.
That's why, because you don't want them to know where you got that breakdown
And
from.
that, but we know Yahweh Shemashai's understanding, man.
Right.
And we know some of them guys gonna come out of that. You know that's zombie. You know what I mean?
They'll come with there and say, it's that, but it's more than that.
It's more than that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, and y'all don't
twofold.
exist. Go ahead, finish the watch. Hold on.
Finishing up in the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 20. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on the high.
Yep. Who were what? What? The host of high ones. Who would that be?
Elite.
Yeah.
And the kings of the earth upon the earth.
Yeah, because them was the kings of the earth was living deliciously, man. Then they started wailing because they saw the lamb come, right? They started when they saw everything fall apart in that America was destroyed. You know, such great riches have come to knock. You know, that's in the Revelations, man. You know, but then they hated Edom in the process, but they wanted to work with Edom. They wanted to get that bread. So these nations is fucking hypocrites, man.
Right.
You know? That's why we gon' man, the hypocritical nations, which is
It's Esau, Edom.
yeah. But Israel is part of that shit. That 2/3 is part of that shit too. You know, they're hypocritical, and the rest of these foolish ass nations who are just fillers in this movie, man.
They're just extras.
It's just extras, yup. Finishing
Finishing up.
book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 22. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit. And they shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited.
We're going to be visited soon. What's the visiting y'all about when he come and return it to the right state? Because they don't believe, and the rest of our people don't believe. And we ain't got no worries about that. We don't even worry about what they don't believe, man. We got to worry about ourselves, man.
That's right.
Right? We ain't no worried about what the rest of our people don't believe, and the rest of the nations who they follow, man. That's right. They follow Satan with the devil. He was murdered from the beginning. Right. It's fun to go in petition against the How about you outside to these 2/3, man. They love the brother. They love it. That's right.
The one thing that's Christian I always think about, I said that the Lord said that your father the devil, you deny your birthright. You Israelites, you deny what was rightfully unto you, which is being the kingdom, being the Israelite, having the glory of being Israelite, what y'all deny. Y'all want to be Edomites. Like in that one the Twilight Zone episode, you had chariots come saying we taking all the blacks. That lawyer, he was like, well, I don't want to go. He was looking back and shit while he's getting on the city like this. Like,
they love it. They like it here. They like it here, man.
What? First being the last higher first fight. They love that shit.
Yeah.
What movie are you talking about?
Cosmic Slop.
Cosmic Slop.
Wow,
okay, I haven't seen it yet. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay. I know this brother want to bring it out. He been holding that. I'm trying to get you, brother. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
So who cares you don't believe? Who cares if you didn't? You don't get it. It's because what? 11. Somebody give me Romans 11 while you over there. You know, because it ain't up to us. Hey, the Most High want you to know, man. That's right. 11 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can start at really start at 4.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a full circle. That's what the act started off talking about.
God. Yeah. Hey, that's the spirit, man. Give him Romans. Yeah, 11:7. He said start at 4.
This is Romans 11:4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Go ahead.
Even so, then, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work.
That shit's depressing.
That's the smell of MB's weave.
Yeah. That's
30-year-old weave.
That's the same smell. That's the same smell that's gonna be here when the Lord burn you niggas up. Hey! Go ahead, man.
What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
And the rest were blinded, man. And the election haven't seeked. So it's a sect of the chosen that's been chosen to be chosen.
It says
you get it?
It says the rest were blinded.
Yeah, the rest.
So who blinded them?
Yeah. Who blinded you? How about Shiva Shah? They like the death adder, right? Right? Yeah. They will become a snare. You got that? You go back and make sure you get back to Job. Okay? Go ahead.
It says,
Joel, me.
according as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day.
So he said the Most High gave them that. So if your parents can't get it, your homie can't get it, your girlfriend can't get it, if you go to with the 1 Corinthians 7, if you please do well what you do. But you do. But if they can't get it, so what? Your mama can't get it. Your sweet mama can't get it.
Mama.
It's still Jesus, even though you said his name is Jesus. Oh, I know, but it's still part of Jesus. She's part of the pavement. Hey, what that got to do with you when you a Superman in the kingdom? You know what I mean? My mama can't get it, so I don't want to go. Hey, ashes to ashes. I want to go.
To die.
Right. We've only just. Hey man, I'm not. Man, we gotta get this together because Jake is so emotional, man. They're what they like for the world. After they after John 15, I know. All right, we'll finish it.
It says, and David said, "Let their table be made a snare."
This shit. Use my French. Forget them. Let it be the trap. Let it be a trap unto them, man. Because
the tables, the philosophy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't give up being a super elite.
Let them take.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Kobe.
I can't give up a chance to be a super elite for the Lord, for my mama.
Man.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Men of the Lord are going through hell and still enduring, man. They're taking punches. They looked at like, man, why you ain't shoot that nigga? I mean, because we gotta wait.
That's right.
Things happen to us on the video because we'll do. We just have pops in our head. Or scripture pops in our head. Somebody do something to us. You can't take vengeance. You gotta let the Lord take vengeance.
That's right.
Man, I would have punched that. Let the Lord take vengeance. And that's what we're doing with Esau, man. We're gonna let the Lord take vengeance.
That 12 and 13
put our hands on
Romans.
this devil. You know, this devil he got a blessing,
Yeah,
and which is a sword. And if what does the scripture say? Any man that touched Esau, 100 sevenfold, not 100 sevenfold. Said about Cain, yeah. Anybody touch Esau, sevenfold? Hey man, we don't need. Hey, that's why when you see Jake King, Esau, he get fucked in the game. He's in jail for 39 years for the first offense, etc. That's wrong. Go ahead, bro.
He used to be serious.
I don't see what the hype about. Yeah.
I want the world.
You like a basic MB.
But that's a real hair.
I don't.
It's not 15. Go ahead.
Says, yeah.
Stumble about.
Yeah. And a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back all away.
That's right.
I say then, have they stumbled, that they should fall?
It's all them niggas into Egyptology.
But rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy.
They came. They say they was said because the Gentiles were hitting. So who were the Gentiles? Israelites. Jake is simple, man. They still Israelites. That's what's messed up about that with that word, man. And that's what you get now. You getting that same thing with Jake out here talk about the Israelite foreigners, the ones in the other nations that look like other nations. They can't be that, and it's all black, you know. And they jealous because the Lord is bringing a lot of them guys in. We had some, but they were actually simple Gentiles that was in this camp. Go ahead, bring it up.
But even back in the ancient world, you had Israelites who couldn't look like other nations, man. You had certain Israelites who couldn't prove their records in Nehemiah. So they couldn't prove that they're the Israelites, but they was damn sure Israelites that couldn't Manitoba, Yep. And they couldn't prove their record. But what, they're still Israelites. I forgot what they had a specific name that they called them, but I don't remember that. But hey, it's nothing. It's not new having Israelites that look like other. Jake likes to have tons of sex with other nations.
I tried 32.
And over the course of time, of course, your kids gonna look like other nations women. It's only that's
Only natural?
That's natural. But their lineage will still have to go back to the seed, which would be the Israelites. What you say?
Come on.
What you say? Apostate? I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was called. But
Y'all brothers want hot chocolate?
I said
I got brothers out here. Knock it out. We got brothers out here. They brothers is hot out here, bro. No, they ain't nothing. Go ahead.
St. John, chapter 15.
I want these out here. I want these two. Go ahead.
This is St. John, chapter 15, and verse 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yeah.
If ye were of the world will love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Yeah, because the world hated you, man, because you not, they try to, man, they know you not of them, man. I'm telling you, you can't get the, you don't have the, it's not the same rhythm. You're not in the same rhythm as the rest of
They
these
think it's strange that you...
Go ahead, bring it out.
Oh, okay.
No, bring it out. What you saying?
Oh yeah. The scripture, and I'm roughly paraphrasing, it says that they think it's strange that you not walk with them. All right?
First Peter's 4th chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Can I read the scripture?
Yeah, bring it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a book of First Peter. Bear with me. Oh yeah. First Peter's chapter 4 and verse 4, wherein they think it's strange that you run not with them to the same excessive riot,
real quick,
speaking evil.
Start at 1.
Okay, this is First Peter, First Peter chapter 4 and verse 1. For as much then as Mashiach Yahushua has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
Yep, so Yahushua suffered. Yahushua suffered. Yahushua wasn't living his best life. He wasn't going around telling them, hey, give me your money. Give me all what you got. I mean, Yahushua wasn't rocking no decked out gold chain, even though he had the golden girdle. He was regular, living a regular life. He wasn't super rich. Normal.
He wasn't a bum either.
Yeah, he wasn't a bum either. He wasn't decked. He wasn't no LeBron James. He wasn't no great person to them Israelites during those times.
He wasn't
Bourgeois, yeah.
For he that hath suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin.
Yep. Because really, even when you're doing all those things, eventually it's going to lead to you sinning some type of way. At them clubs, you probably going to end up, but, God, it's a lot. But you going to end up getting with a woman that got a man or some shit. Or a sodomite even. Hey, man, this place is dangerous. You got it?
Or TS.
TS. Oh, yes, TS.
That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High Yahweh.
Yep, so when you give up those things, you please Yahweh by Shah by not going out every weekend partying, by living your best life in America. You please Yahweh by Shah.
Verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
And I was about to say what the will of the Gentiles is, what the heathens, what the majority of heathens do, what their lives consist of. You got it?
When we walk in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. Here's the point. Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excessive riot, speaking evil of you.
Yeah, because they speak evil of you. Because your boys may hit you up, your old boys in the world, saying, hey, come on, bro, let's go hit this blunt or some shit, man.
At my job, you gotta tell a person fat trans, no, I'm not coming to y'all party, y'all don't. Then they ask you 5 minutes later, is you know what N-O? I don't fuck, we don't mess with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Alright?
What does the scripture say? Would have light to do with darkness. And even if you, just to say this, even if you do go to the bullshit for the free food, you're not going off with, we don't really fuck with the people in the world, to be honest.
That's right.
That's right.
We deal with ourselves.
The prophets never did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you. God damn it. In Jeremiah, it's not a custom. The prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have always been a cut above everybody else.
Yeah.
That's right.
You just Samuel didn't have a whole host of friends. Yahushai, he stayed on the move.
Yeah.
Where's you have more on that? Okay, shoot, man. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick. Because I know there's another one, and he said, what, I sat alone. Let me get this.
9.
So like 9?
9.
I think I'm right here staring at it, bro. I know I'm tripping. I'm right here. Bro. Where is it? I'm staring at it somewhere. Where's it at?
You got a question, bro?
Oh, no, I was just saying I'm going to come back another time.
All right.
Because I got to get to work.
All right.
We out here every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Y'all don't come on Sunday?
No Sunday.
No.
You got YouTube, though. That's YouTube, GMS Detroit. That's it.
Saturday only. Then.
Saturday, Monday. Yeah, right here.
All right.
Okay, I got it. The 15.
All right, have a good one, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 15. Salaki. God damn it. Jeremiah.
But we the most hateful group in America.
Right.
We're so dangerous. We're such violent people.
Hey, we let the dog go, but we wasn't gonna
Yeah.
let him go.
We let a pit bull just stroll up in the cat. Hey, how y'all doing today? But we so dangerous and hurt. Hey, that's why the scriptures speak about if someone can grab that having honor within and without, having honor amongst in the brotherhood, and then having honor with outside the brotherhood. These people in the world shouldn't look at you as some type of nigga, man.
That's right.
People in the world shouldn't be like, that's a punk ass nigga, man. Like, you shouldn't be looked at it like that, because you should uphold yourself to a certain standard. We not niggas, man.
That's right.
Our people need to stop having this nigga mentality. No, we're righteous men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua trying to do our best before the Lord.
That's right.
We're not doing nothing wrong. Yeah, of course, people are not going to like what we say, and they may not like Esau going into slavery. Look, that's just what the scriptures say. And we're going to promote what the scriptures of Yahweh Shem Yahushua say. But people shouldn't look at you as you some bum nigga in the world, man. Because that's not what we are. The prophets were never looked at as something like that, man. I find it.
God, because we don't come in our words, we come in the name of the Most High.
Yep.
We come in His word.
And
That's right.
Even Yahushua said, the people in the, roughly paraphrasing, the people in the world shall know that ye are of all
by
me.
your love.
By the love that you show one another. So we shouldn't be looked at as some punk ass niggas, man. Because that's not what we are. The prophets of the Lord have, even though people didn't like them, they've always been looked at as astounded, and people feared them. What happened when Samuel came into town? The chief men of the city was the elders, man. Not no common,
Hold up.
not commoners.
Oh,
The chief elders, they was like, oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Coming down
Yeah, it comes out peacefully, like you good, like
yeah.
you cool.
I come around peacefully, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Y'all come around, something bad happened.
every time y'all come around, you know it. Y'all pop up, you get nervous now.
I got and Maccabees. That's why if y'all the high priest Onias, that's why let me get this. Second Maccabees. Even our enemies knew that the men of the Lord are some stand-up dudes. All right, one of them, an example being with Onias. All right, Second Maccabees chapter 4. I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at verse. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the high priest. Yeah, because he was a righteous man to everybody,
Even the people that
heathens.
wasn't righteous was pissed off.
Con. Second Maccabees chapter 4 verse 32. It says, now when Menelaus, he was an Israelite, but he sided with the Greeks. He was a nigga. Yeah, nigga. All right, it says, yeah. Now Menelaus, supposing that he had gotten a convenient time, stole certain vessels of gold out of the temple and gave some of them to Andronicus, and some he sold to Tyrus and the cities round about, which when Onias knew of a surety, he reproved him and withdrew himself into a sanctuary at Daphne that lieth by Antiochus. So you had Menelaus taking treasured items out of the temple and was giving them to the heathens. And Onias was like, what are you doing? That stuff belongs to the Lord. And so he got on him. Verse 34. Wherefore Menelaus taking Andronicus apart, prayed him to get Onias into his hands, who being persuaded thereunto, and coming to Onias in deceit, gave him his right hand with others, and though he were suspected by him, yet persuaded he him to come forth, to come forth of the sanctuary, whom for without he shut up, without regard of justice. So Menelaus came to him in trickery. He convinced him to come out the temple. It says, for the which cause not only the Jews, but many also of other nations took great indignation and were much grieved for the unjust murder of the man. So even all the heathens, they were mad that, because this dude Menelaus, he was like, he tricked him. He was like, oh, come on out the temple, I ain't gonna do nothing. As soon as he came out, he killed him. And it says all the nations round about, the Ammonites, the Ishmaelites, even other Greeks was like, man, you didn't have to do him like that. He wasn't like he was a righteous dude. What you got to say, bro?
Oh no, I'm just agreeing.
And just to say that's how people are gonna look at when Esau kill us, man. That's why you're gonna have Israelites who believe off of them slaying the prophet, because we uphold ourselves like people that you know when they start demonizing, they be like,
that
ain't hell. Hold on.
I got one more verse.
Yeah,
he is square. Yeah, exactly. What you say?
He is square.
Yeah, he is square. Hey, he go to the gym, he go to work, he when you talk to him, he cool.
He don't even smoke cigarettes.
He don't smoke. He barely drink. We asked him to come out a couple times. He a cool dude. What you mean?
He always passed the drug test.
Yeah, like dude even helped me out with $1 before. Like, what you mean? He doing all this. He didn't blew up.
How he got the time?
Yeah, like people go. That's how people's mind go. People's mind go run like that, man. And Israelites who see that, they're going to believe off that, man. Because Esau's going to demonize righteous men. We're not doing anything. We're not doing it. We live our lives in this society like normal people. But Esau's going to lie and say we done this and done that and done this and done that, did this. But none of it's going to be true. But off of that, believers are going to come in, man. More people who seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai are going to believe in after the testimonies of the Lord's prophets, and it's going to be beautiful. We as Israelite men have to uphold ourselves not only for ourselves but for the people that view you also.
I just got one more verse. Let's knock it off real quick. 2 Maccabees 4:36 now. It says, and when the king was come again from the places about Cilicia, the Greek king, it says, the Jews that were in the city and certain of the Greeks that abhorred the fact also complained because Onias was slain without cause. So you even had certain Edomites, because that's the Greeks that was conquering us at this time, that had a problem. It said even the king, which I believe was Antiochus at that time, was like, damn, he ain't have to do it. He wasn't supposed to do him like that. Further pushing the point that they can have. They can talk. They can say what they want to say about us, but there's certain things that they just can't say about us. Because we're not out here on that tip. And if you are out here on that tip, the Lord not gonna have you amongst the righteous brothers for that. The Lord will get you up out of here.
Con, I was gonna say, if one of you brothers can find a scripture about, because we're at the time of the elect, about they're gonna cast, some of us into prison. But also I had a dream that some of you brothers already know about. How I got rescued by an angel.
Predator.
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 And the predator ain't no joke. But that's one of the Lord's angels.
Yep.
You said you got something? I got something.
We get you. This is 1 Timothy 4 and 12. Let no man despise like you, but be thou an example. But be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity.
Watch this right quick.
Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery.
So what it say, man? Be an example in word. Can you read the comment?
Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity.
And the word conversation means conduct. How you conduct yourself. How you conduct yourself when you walking in this world. You got it.
In spirit, in faith, in purity.
And so spirit and faith and purity, man. That's how it should be looked at through our day-to-day lives, man. Yeah, some people may not like you. You can't please everybody. But with the majority, even though we're not even trying to please people, that just should be how you are. In purity and faith, and and as a believer of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Walking in uprightness as an example to what righteousness is. Y'all brothers got it.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of... Oh, slack.
I didn't even feel sorry.
Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Hey, so some of us, hey, we're gonna be tested, you know. Hey, it's all a part of the gospel. If you have, hey, like I remember that one song. If you're scared, go to church. If it's too much for you, get out now. Get out now while things are still regular. Get yours, right, Sharp.
This is Matthew chapter 7. Read verse 15. It says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Hey, and you know, I was watching the Bible series last night. Hey, there's a scene with King David. It was showing him as a young man. He was herding the sheep. I got to take a picture. I was gonna do a video on it. He was herding the sheep, and they didn't. You know, a wolf came out the cut out of nowhere across the way because they was drinking water. They had their heads down. The wolf came from out the groves. They didn't even see it. It showed David. He came around. He was like, "Bitch!" He hurried up. He turned around. He hit the daggone wolf. The sheep was completely. They didn't even realize danger was. He got on it, bro. They was still drinking water. They didn't even know danger was on the way. He stooped on. He said, "Word." Put his hit it, and you heard the wolf cry out. Hey, and that's how. Hey, we let y'all know the danger before it even comes. You people.
That's right.
This Saturday, here the niggas finna. Oh, nigga, it's the UFC fight, nigga. I'm gonna have time to walk around. I'm gonna try to bag a bitch real quick. I'm gonna go back. I got money on my nigga Jones. We're trying to warn you people of what's to come before you people are sitting down at the table trying to eat. Here it is. You got bodies getting tossed outside. Y'all have no idea what's coming. So we're warning you of the wolves in sheep's clothing. People telling you or not telling you what the mark of the beast is. All right, telling you, oh, it ain't. What Nate say? This is gonna be what that nigga say in that interview? We just gonna go up. And the dude was like, nah. He was like, it's gonna be a time of tribulation. Nate was telling them, no, we just gonna be in the we just gonna be here, and then we just gonna be in the no, dude. This is gonna be a time of serious trouble here.
That's right.
Bro, you supposed to be an elder.
Even that dude in the world was getting them together. He was like, nah, bro. He was like Matthew 24, 30 some, Daniel 12 and 1.
Wolf in sheep clothing.
Yeah. Finish
Real
it, bro.
quick. Just real quick. It's Proverbs 20:22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Hey, a wise man's gonna look to the danger that's coming, and us being the wise men, Lord willing, that's why we're warning the whole world.
Yeah, when you see a mob of motherfuckers fighting, you're not gonna walk towards it, you're gonna walk away.
Another example, if you sleep, okay, let's say you out sleep on the living room, you see a nigga stalking your house with a pistol, you just gonna stay lit. You just gonna stay lit. Oh, he's no danger. Go back to sleep. Or you gonna get up and get into action.
You got a gun at your window.
Yeah, you see the dude creeping in your.
Just like this. He's staring at you like this.
That's a lot, bro.
Just like
creeping
this.
in your window. You go, but that's these people. They just. Oh, it ain't no danger. The police will take care of it. I'm gonna go back.
You left your window open and shit. Your blinds got a whole gun.
Like
his eye looking at you like this. You look at him dead in the eyes. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. And just go back to sleep.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
Hey, and you know what? Even though, you know, because we don't just bang on, we don't just so-called bang on other camps just to be doing it. It says you'll know them by their fruits. Now, I'm willing to bet you many. Okay, you go to a camp like IUIC, right? Go to any one of their so-called members.
Where they ain't out, it's sold outside.
No, we gotta find one somewhere. We go to one of them. Hey, what's the breakdown to Daniel 2 and 13 on down, dealing with the different beasts that's gonna show up? How do you break that down? What does that mean? They're gonna be standing there. Why? Because they don't know anything. You're not good fruit. Here it is. You got dudes. They've known that they're Israelites since the mid '90s.
More years.
Since mid '90s, and this nigga can't break down. Can't tell you what the beast is in Revelation. Can't tell you what the mark of the beast is in Revelation 13. You niggas is fruitless. So what do you think the Lord is gonna do with you when He comes back? All you've been doing is going to chicken dinners every weekend. What the hell you think the Lord's gonna do with you? You wake up, you eat, shit, piss, and go to sleep like the rest. You're not out here doing the word of the Lord. What do you think the Lord is gonna do with you? He gonna get rid of you.
That's right.
You know you was an Israelite for 15 plus some years, and you don't even know. Nigga, you can't even cement free, bro. Nigga, stupid.
Ooh,
Nobody talking about most of these camps get all these people in there just to get that money. You know, it's all about getting more people in so they can get more money.
I was trying to think of the most simplest breakdown. Like, you can't even break down the color of the Lord. You wouldn't know where to point somebody if they asked you, man.
Damn.
Get that, bro. Give it to me.
This is Mike 3 and 5. This is, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err.
Yep.
Like with their teeth they cry, peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths that they prepare war against him.
You got prophets. You got false prophets making people to err, meaning to err, not to not do right.
Yeah.
We're supposed, as the saying is, each one teach one, not each one fucking stand around one looking stupid, not growing. That's not what this is about. What you doing? Right. You got they whoa, you call for something? Yeah. She said today. Okay. Oh, so I'm over there watching that.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent.
Hey, there's a meme. They have they be having it going around like a Jacob say some joke and a dude be like, damn, Yeah, just going down the line of that. If you got them attributes attributed to you, it's like, damn, like you not gonna make it.
And that's like that.
Yeah. Damn. Haha, Davis. Hey, you shouldn't want to be called by none of them. So what do you have to do? You have to stay diligent in this work. You can't. Do some more on it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yep. Fierce despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Ain't none of that good. And the true men of the Lord, they're going to strive to be the exact opposite of all that.
That's right.
Yeah. You got it.
Read verse 10.
No, verse 10.
Yeah.
Somebody grab Ephesians, the 4th chapter.
Verse 10, same book.
Or Colossians, the 3rd chapter.
But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which come unto me at Antioch and Iconium and Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yeah, all that live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse.
Hey, you know what? The scriptures say, he that suffereth ceases from sin. So if you're suffering, you're not going to even be you're not even going to be having the opportunity to be on all that wicked shit. If you're suffering, all you're thinking about is getting up out of here. You're going to stay on the straight and narrow. If you live in your best life, that's when all them other types of doors open up. All right, that's why, hey, the people who are teaching all that BS, obviously they're not suffering. Obviously they live in they get this chicken. Hey, the brother had I forget his name, one of the older brothers down there in Dallas. Earlier this week, he did that video. He was like, man, the Lord gonna start taking niggas chicken dinner cards. That's right. Chicken dinners. The Lord gonna start taking your chicken, so he gonna start flipping chicken dinners cards, man. This is about doing the work of Yahweh Shai. This ain't your long lost family reunion ass shit, man. This is serious. What you had? You sure? Do you have no more? You want more on that?
You're finishing up.
Oh.
Bring it.
But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
And the scriptures say the deceiver and deceived are his.
That's right.
Okay. Last couple ones. Get these last couple ones. What? What'd you have? I don't do that. Finish it. Just not cool.
Back in Matthew chapter 7, verse 17, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Hey, wicked niggas produce foul shit. Alright? You got, man, that's it on it.
It says, wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them.
Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. It's the same way if you have a man, he has a real good son, a stand-up son. Alright, more than likely, he was in his kid's life or whatnot, you might have a little niggle. But what's the product of a niggle? The absence of a good upbringing, in most cases, not all, but in most cases.
Or the lack of the Holy Spirit.
Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 7. Have ye not seen a vain vision, and have ye not spoken a lying divination, whereas ye say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua saith it, albeit I have not spoken. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore behold, I am against you, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Power, and my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel.
Hey, that's written in the book of life. Yep.
Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power.
Just like in the times in the ancient land when Moses was leading us out. Them same ones that came coming up against them. Oh, is you the only elders of Israel? Oh, is not the Spirit on all of us? The Lord gonna show you who the Spirit is with. All right. Oh, y'all not the only. Nigga, you done became an elder after 2 years. Are you crazy?
Yeah, this ain't Mormonism.
Yeah.
You know?
You disappeared for 4, 5, 6 years, and now you back at Tyler, the brother was talking about earlier. Now all of a sudden you back with the correct schematics.
You see the Mormons and shit.
Yeah,
You see a guy 17 years old with a fucking elders badge on and shit. This ain't Mormonism, man. You gotta put in work.
Verse 10. Because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar.
Them philosophies, them false philosophies. That's untempered mortar. You want to change the breakdowns, but they don't stand. They fall down, fall apart.
Say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and yea, O great hailstones shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. Lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the daubing wherewith ye have daubed it?
God, hey, so the Lord is going to, after the Lord destroys all you people's false beliefs, especially a lot of you so-called other religions and organizations, once he proves to you that what you believe in and what you know is a bunch of mumbo jumbo, then he gonna rub it in your face. He gonna put his foot off in you. All right, where is your
guys now?
Yeah, where your guys at? All right, some of you
guys now. Israel. Two more verses.
That was it. Oh, 2 more. Yeah, finish them off. That's it.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai power, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in mine anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. So will I break down the wall that ye have daubed with untempered mortar, and bring it down to the ground, so that the foundation thereof shall be discovered, and it shall fall, and ye shall be consumed in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Good. They're going to break down all the bullshit. All right, they're going to break down that black-only Israelite bullshit. They're going to break down that every nation can make it bullshit. They're going to break down all the BS that people's out here teaching. And then that's when everyone's going to know who is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. That's right. Happy ever after the king. You about to get somebody?
They doing their own. Thing. Okay. This is Ezekiel 12:22. The Son of Man, what is that proverb that ye have said in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and the vision faileth. So you get a lot of guys that's out here that's saying basically when you out here you're not prophesying properly. You're saying the Lord ain't coming and we're going to do our thing. They're doing their own thing. It said, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For they shall be no more any vain visions, nor flattering divinations within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, and I will speak the word that I will speak shall come to pass, and it shall be no more prolonged in your days, O rebellious house. And I will say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Again, the word of the Lord said to me, saying, Lord, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision he said is for many days to come, and he prophesied of many times that are far off. So it's a stalemate, and they're stalling because Jake want to live in the life and comfort. So they prophesied. That's why the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah, woe to them that scatter the sheep, scatter my sheep, because they're not prophesying. They have vain visions, and and they're not into the they're not really willing to process this thing that's true. That soon enough, everything's going to be corrupted and fail, fall apart. So Israel is going to have their time and reveling, but now, as we see that the time is coming near, it's going to be, hey, look, man, they're going to turn off your heat in the wintertime.
That's right.
God. How the hell is supposed to keep heat?
But they saying, because a lot of times they saying all these things that y'all talking about ain't going to happen because the 2000 incident, they say that 2000 incident, the 2000, year 2000, y'all say that was the Lord was coming, we hasten the day. There's things like that, So, it was just something that I just wanted to bring out.
Hey, so with that, we're going to give all praises
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakam
All right, double honors to the elders of Apostle of Great Millstone.
That's right.
Blessings and salutations to all the like Larry and teaching. Damn it, learning and teaching the truth and sincerity. All right, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom!
Ball.
Ball! Ball!
Ball!
Ball!